days for the Northern Line. Piccadilly Line is back on the move. Maximum temperature 26 degrees Celsius. No act taken to Charing Cross Road to Trafalgar Square because of this accident.
From all over the country, the very best of Britain's young business prospects are converging on London, the commercial capital of Europe.
Success is important to me. It's really all I've ever known.
I tend to win most times. I don't mind losing. I don't tend to.
I'm very adaptable, trustworthy, determined.
Shrewd, yet honest.
I'm definitely a strategic thinker.
I've got O-levels, I've got A-levels, I've got a degree in environmental planning.
There are far too many good business ideas in my head that I know could make a serious amount of dosh.
From thousands of applicants, 14 people hungry for success have been shortlisted for a unique opportunity. They've all come to battle it out for a dream job with a salary of £100,000. All they've got to do is impress the boss.
I don't want to blow my own trumpet here, but what I'm looking for is somebody a bit similar to me. I'll shove it right up your bloody ass if it doesn't work. I'm telling you, I'm sick and tired of it.
This is Sir Alan Sugar, self-made multimillionaire and East End boy done good.
I would have told you to piss off.
At 16, he left school in Hackney and started trading from a small council flat. By the 1980s, his Amstrad computer was a household name across Europe. He became chairman, then hate figure at Tottenham Hotspur, but he's still their biggest individual shareholder. Thick-skinned and uncompromising, Sir Alan's at the top of his game, with a global empire worth £700 million.
I am very, very impressed.
Now aged 57, Sir Alan's looking for an apprentice to help take his corporation into the 21st century. For the next 12 weeks, burning ambition will meet the school of hard knocks as Sir Alan puts these candidates through a grueling selection process. 14 young hopefuls, 1 vacancy. This is the ultimate job interview.
I'm afraid to say you're fired.
What's going on, boys?
You're fired. You feel the pressure is building? You have let me down.
I'm gonna fucking win this night if it kills me.
I ain't happy with any explanations from the three of you. You are an awkward character. I think you're a hindrance more than a help.
You want to survive, and I want to survive, yes?
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
I'm quite happy to fire you, Paul, if you are going to take this kind of...
Oh, fuck off. You can't fucking fire me.
Seven men, 7 women, each with a business background. Some have first-class degrees, others left school with nothing. Some have climbed the corporate ladder, others have gone it alone. All 14 have left successful careers behind in the hope they'll be the one chosen by Sir Alan Sugar.
Hello.
Can you send them in, please? As far as I'm concerned, what I have in front of me here is 14 of Britain's best prospects. Quite a few thousand people applied for this job. A job with me, a job that's going to bring you a 6-figure salary. But to get that job, you're going to have to demonstrate to me your skills in leadership, business acumen, shrewdness, the lot. Every week, I'm going to set you tasks, and you're going to be split into separate teams, boys and girls. And each team is going to have one of these people following them. This is Margaret Mountford. Margaret has worked with me for well over 20 years. Over here is Nick Hewer. Again, Nick has been with me for over 20 years and he's been by my side everywhere I've gone. They're going to be my eyes and ears. Now, every week, the team that loses, one of you in that team is going to get fired. Now, this is not a game. This is a 12-week job interview. I'm the one who's going to decide who gets fired. I, and only I, am the one who's going to fire you people one by one every week until I've got my apprentice. So you can forget about flicking your hair back and flashing your eyes and having a handsome attack, because it ain't going to make any difference. And here's a bit of a warning now. Never, ever, ever underestimate me, because you will be making a fatal error. I know everything in my business. I can tell you where every screw and every nut and every bolt is in my company. I don't like liars. I don't like cheats. I don't like bullshitters. I don't like schmoozers. I don't like arse lickers. Well, what are you going to do now? You're going to go back to the house I've got for you. I've laid on a nice little drink for you. But I also want you to be on your toes at any time you're going to receive a phone call about the first task. All right, on your bike.
The candidates will be staying in an 8-bedroom luxury house on the Thames in West London, a first taste of the lifestyle the winner can expect.
Oh, gorgeous view.
We haven't got a river view, but the garden's beautiful. I'm going to have to bounce up and down just on the bed. Yeah, so... Oh, it's awesome. Oh, my God!
This is top casting. I want to stay here.
Where's the center table? Really?
Cheers. Good luck.
Cheers, gang. We're all going to be at each other's throats come tomorrow, so today at least we're all friends. I was born in London, moved up north when I was a boy.
Among the 14 candidates is Paul Teresi. Like Sir Alan, he left school at 16. Now 34, he's fought hard to become a successful property tycoon.
I would expect the candidates to be sly, ruthless dogs, basically, that will do everything. I always expect people that are fighting against me to use terrible methods. But because I expect it, I'm ready for it. I will be sharp, I will be cunning, and I will use whatever I can to get ahead.
Cheers, yes, all the best to all of us.
Oh, well, my oranges.
If people are going to play a game, let's see how good their game is.
Ben Leary, 29, left school with just 1 O-level. He now runs his own headhunting agency.
Someone once told me that you can't bullshit a bullshitter. I was A-class at doing that when I first started. I had to be, no qualifications. How do you get yourself into a white-collar opportunity? You blag it a little bit. I don't know who my competition are, but I shouldn't think there are as many streetwise people in business as myself today.
How's a pumpkin?
Saira Khan, 34, is a sales manager from the Midlands. Her parents are from Pakistan, and she was the first member of her family to go to university.
My family say I'm incredibly bossy, but I think bossy is the wrong word. What I'm incredibly good at is getting things done. I've got a lot of get up and go and a lot of energy. I think I have too much energy, and I think sometimes that's a real problem for other people.
Nice suit! I couldn't find a nice suit.
I try not to follow the herd. Being able to think like an individual allows you to do things that the herd aren't doing, and to some extent that can be your advantage.
Matthew Palmer, 39 and father of 2, is the oldest candidate. At 6'9", he's co-founder of the Tall Society, has been a Tory parliamentary candidate, a journalist, a financial advisor and a stockbroker.
Yeah. I definitely have got a lot of entrepreneurial ideas. Regularly my ideas just appear in my mind from absolutely nowhere. It's important to have a good lateral mind for a lot of businesses. It's the old phrase of thinking outside the box. That's important, and I can do that quite often, and I enjoy doing that. Whether or not I win, that's up to Sir Alan, isn't it?
Dear apprentices, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay.
To begin with, please enjoy the
Introductions completed, the men's team and the women's team received their first instructions from Sir Alan.
Your first task is to devise a name for your company. You must also select a project manager. My office will phone you with further instructions. Signed, Sir Alan Sugar.
Only someone from the losing team will be fired, so how each group gels is crucial.
So, name a company or name the team.
What image do we want to give of ourselves? We're strong women. We're women who are positive and passionate, and we're women who want to achieve a lot. So I think our name has to project all that.
What sets us apart from the women?
Our testicles. My fellow apprentices will get to know me as a very nice, likeable, personable kind of guy. But they should be aware underneath that quite calm veneer is somebody who is dogged and determined and usually gets what they want and can put their foot down if necessary when it's called for.
Okay,
something solutions. Word of word. I do like
Yeah,
solutions.
but we've got to have
we're trying to be creative.
Creativity, innovation, I think it's got to be along those lines.
Let's try and think of a word which is successful and aspirational.
Upbeat and snappy.
What about a word like dynamite then?
No, yeah, that is on the right wavelength though. That impact of the word is bang on. Impact.
Impact.
Yeah. Impact.
Oh, impact.
The meaning of impact is its impact.
Can I suggest?
It's
it's action. It suggests something. Boom. Impact. There's something happening. It's action.
I've got a name.
What's your
name? Amelia. It's feminine.
Yeah,
I quite like
the
that too.
theme,
Amelia or Camellia.
Yeah, and with ocean and water. Like
I like ocean and waves and crashing and that sort of
Okay,
thing.
well, how about we explore fertility in some way?
I like all the fraternity and Apple and I like all of that, but does it really capture?
Sum up who we are.
We are strong individuals here. We're not pansies, we're not lilies. Do you know what I mean? I want a bit of passion
And
in
what
there.
about then
Bit of
exploring
passion.
Vote for impact.
I like impact by itself.
Right, that's that. No more voting.
That's it, done.
I was thinking of something like spirit or energy, like you were saying.
But what does it mean, though?
Exactly
What does
doesn't
it mean?
enough.
It's just abstract and tedious, and I'd never remember it.
Yeah, but then we're going to go around in circles.
And let's just go back to our project manager. You know what? I don't mind. I'm happy to take responsibility first up. I'll step to the plate. Yeah? Is everyone happy with that?
Yes.
Give me everything you can today because at the moment we have to make sure we beat the opposition. If we win, we don't get eliminated. We can do that as long as we work together as a cohesive unit.
I like director. I think that's a strong word.
It is a very strong, but it's not a good company name.
Why not? What you've got
What
when
is
you
it?
say that, sweetheart, you've got to say
Justify
it's not
it.
a good word because
We're all happy with our name, all that sort of shit.
I like him.
I think it's good.
Look, we're all getting on because we're all being nice, we're all being friendly, we're all being open, and that's nice, guys.
Can I just say that I think we've said like 6 or 7 times now.
we all keep voting and nothing's happening. So what is the best way to
Yeah, you're far better than I am.
7 Sisters, full circle, up front.
It sounds cheesy, cliche, school child stuff, really.
An hour and a half after the boys' team finish, the girls finally reach agreement.
First forte.
First forte.
First forte.
Like it.
Oh my God, are we going to agree?
Let's see who's
who's
willing to volunteer for the project manager.
I don't mind being
Okay.
volunteer.
Okay.
Sarah? Okay,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Done.
What are you guys called then?
Impact.
We are
Impact.
for impact.
Hello? Yes, hello. Matthew Palmer here.
9:30 that night, a call comes through from Sir Alan Sugar's office.
Sir Alan asked me to call you to tell you to meet him at the Financial Times. The car will be with you at the house in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come on. 5 minutes, we've got to be at the finance. We're going to get in the cars to go to the Financial Times building.
Thank you.
Sebastian! Wagons ho!
We've got to go now, and there's no kind of just go. Let's just come on.
Okay, right, let's go.
First forte.
We're here.
My priority in anything is we are a team, and we are not the enemy within. Do you know?
Yeah.
You've got to be more gung-ho, Lindsay. If this is the sort of attitude of your girly team, I'm afraid you're in for a big shock.
Just
Because we have got 7 lions in our male team, I don't mind saying.
I love being a woman. I would not want to be a man, but I've really enjoyed being a woman in business as well. I really have. I always think if you're a clever woman, I just think you've got an edge over a man. I really do. I love the boys' impact. Oh, it's just so boyish, isn't it?
It's so boyish.
To brief the apprentices on their first task, Sir Alan has arranged to meet them at the Financial Times printworks on the Isle of Dogs in East London.
OK, folks, in this factory, over 3 million newspapers are going to be printed in a short period of time. By about 5 o'clock tomorrow night, they're all going to be sold. What these people have learned over the years is get it sold quickly and don't have any inventory left over. Now, I can see you're all smartly dressed up, suited and booted, maybe because you think you heard the word the Financial Times and you had something in mind grander than what I've got in mind for you. Well, it's not very grand. It's not a city job. I'm going to take you back to the grassroots where I started. You're going out in the street tomorrow and you're going to be selling something, a similar commodity to these newspapers. Flowers. They're also worthless the day afterwards. I'm going to give each team £500 and you're going to buy £500 worth of flowers and then you're going to get out in the street and start selling them. Nick is going to be following the girls' team, Margaret the boys' team. And the team that sells the most and has the most money at the end of the day is going to win. And in the team that loses, one of you is going to get fired. The tips that I would have given them is that they've got to find a good position to sell in because everything's about position, location, and the ones that would impress me the most would be if they sold out earlier than the deadline we've given them, they actually go back and buy some more. And the ones that are not going to impress me the most are going to come back with a load of wilted pansies.
1 a.m. and the first chance for the two teams to plan a strategy for the task ahead.
How prepared are people to wear extraordinarily short skirts and titty tops in order to sell the most?
Both teams have been given a list of where each London borough permits street sales.
You may not enter any royal parks, that's one thing that we said.
In just 6 hours' time, they'll have to start buying at Covent Garden Flower Market.
First option is to do nothing, because at the end of the day, if we come back with 500 quid, we haven't lost anything. Now, if they buy flowers and they lose, they don't sell anything because it's raining or whatever, they've made a loss.
Let's not get bogged too much with the detail. There's a lot of experience here. Miranda, you're a key salesperson, you're going to be quite key.
I haven't come into The Apprentice to make a huge family and bunch of new friends. Of course, I've come in here to get on with people and enjoy the whole experience, but I'd like them to respect me, although I do understand that respect is something that's earned. I consider myself to be a strong leader, definitely a strong character. I do think that I work well in a team, but I do think that I excel further as a team leader.
If I can just take over just for a second, what we need to do in any kind of sales, because obviously I do have the experience of buying, selling it at a profit. What we need to do is get our cheapest, the best price on the flowers. That is going to start.
I'm just going to stop you. I'll tell you why I'm going to stop you. It's because all fair and well, but tomorrow we're going to a market. There are already going to be people who do this for a living, okay? I personally want to get their experience.
I'm not going to give you, certainly in 5 minutes, the best sales advice for that particular product.
I understand what
put them together in a bunch. I think what we need to do.
Can I just stop you 2 minutes?
So
okay.
we can get a load of cheap colourful flowers.
What does sound to me as if it's going to be within the rules is door-to-door selling to residential areas, to housewives.
If we look at the approach, I think this door-knocking option of Matthews is a great idea because we've got the borough of Islington. Fucking hell, guys.
What about West London?
We got loads of bored housewives in Islington who are loaded.
And the most important thing is to understand that we're working as a team. We are not the enemy within here, okay? The enemy's kind of like our competitors.
Pause.
Just a quick question. Are we missing anything?
No.
Sorry.
I think we need to allow 50 quid for all of our lunches and incidentals during the day.
No, I think we should take food from here.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Hang on, don't get so impatient. Because you've got a vast majority of what I would call the line.
With rivalry growing, both teams come up with the same idea of making packed lunches to save money.
I'm not being aggressive.
You've got lots of things there.
Right.
We're just being proactive and doing it in the
Very
morning.
good strategy.
So let's just keep it on.
Where are you going with all that food? I'm trying to take it away from the girls because they've taken a very good strategy, which is they were saving money on their lunch, and therefore they were going to get as much as they possibly could, and therefore deprive us of any free lunch, and therefore cripple us from the start. So the point is, grab as much as you can before they nick everything, because that's exactly what they were doing at that moment in time. So I'm just grabbing what I can for the benefit of the boys.
I just want to make sure in my mind that I'm getting some of my thoughts clear on paper and looking at a little bit more detail. Everybody else was quite tired and knackered, but I've kind of got the energy to go on, so I'm quite happy to do that. Tomorrow it's about me being the project leader and me bringing in the cash to win, and I want to make sure that happens. It's about leading from the front tomorrow, yeah. Buy anything on the first 15 minutes.
No.
Right?
No,
that's important.
That's the research time.
Fantastic.
Lots of time, yeah?
It's 7 a.m. and both teams have 30 minutes to spend up to £500 on their flour stock for the day.
Secondly, can I just say anything that you can get free of charge, scraps or whatever, to time...
The teams will be closely monitored by Sir Alan's observers, Nick Hewer and Margaret Manford. Nobody in either team has any previous experience of the flour trade.
Right, okay, our team.
Okay, 25 to meet
see you
back.
later.
25 to.
Yeah. See you then.
Okay.
How do people normally buy your customers?
My customers come in and say, I want a box of that, bunch of that, and they know what they're doing.
My advice would be to go with just one thing. I was going to go with something like roses or something like that.
Roses or carnations or something.
Well,
Would
carnations
you
a bit.
mix?
Lilies are good sellers?
Oh yeah, so many lilies.
Lilies?
Be
So
my
lilies
best.
is best.
For me it is.
Tell us, what are the best lilies which sell? Are there white ones, coloured ones, open ones, closed ones?
What you really need is ones that show just that little bit of colour.
A little bit of colour. Right. We just had a quick discussion on the old lily front. Yep. He was saying lilies sell really well on the street. He said men buy roses, women buy lilies and everything else.
Yep. Yeah.
Chances are people at home during the day are more likely to be women. So therefore, let's...
After 10 minutes, the boys decide lilies offer the best chance of turning a profit.
160.
160 for a freeze. And will you do us a deal if we're buying a big bulk? We're buying a lot.
150.
Okay, we've got 500 quid basically. What about 140?
That's what they cost me, so we've earned nothing.
145.
Go on then.
Yeah?
The boys spend a third of their money on lilies.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah? Have a good day, yeah?
And you?
But we need to start buying. Yeah, we do. So are we just going to buy lilies?
The girls have also decided to invest in lilies, but they're divided over presentation.
Down on the right there's some sleeves, and on the left there's cellophane in rolls.
Right.
You can wrap it with.
Cheers.
But there's flat
Guys,
paper here.
Girls,
on the...
when you buy lilies, you don't buy ribbons. We're wasting time here. The lilies already come in sleeves. Come on.
What about, are we just getting lilies, or what about your carnations, your gypsum?
They're all in sleeves.
No, somebody took you at a sleeve like that, I would think. I would say that I am a very competitive person. I won't tolerate people that are very, very confrontational, or people that want to be loud all the time and make their point by being loud.
I'm saying to you right now, we do not need extra ribbon.
In your opinion, do we need to put anything with them?
Well, selling the flowers is normally in the design. That's where you make your money, is where in the design, what it looks like when you sell it.
Yeah. I mean, you might buy them like that, but I wouldn't take that to my mum in hospital. Would you? You wouldn't, would you?
They're running out of time. That's my view. Yeah, they're running out of time. Sarah
project leader. She's holding her own, but she's coming under a bit of pressure.
Can we stop talking about it and just get on with it? Can you go and buy the sundry items someday?
The ideas are good, but I think they've really got to start buying or they're going to be in trouble.
Ribbons? We need some ribbon, all right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Bowing to pressure from her teammates, Syra agrees to invest in packaging and decoration.
We're really desperate. Can you give us the cheapest ribbon you've got, or we need loads of it?
This ribbon is there, the 2 bottom shelves, they're £1.30 a roll.
All right, mate. Okay. What colour? What colour? The other team don't need it. That's too much.
Roses? 60p each for one rose. Find out if you can find a cheaper set of stems. Phone if you find cheaper, yeah?
If we don't spend this money in the next 20 minutes, we can't buy any more flowers until later. Yeah. Okay, here's 100, 110.
45 pence a stem. 45, that's very good. Good reckon 30 pence.
30 pence a stem.
30p for one stem.
30p for one stem. 30p is cheap.
That is cheap.
I'm loving this.
15 pence. 15p a stem.
15 pence.
Should we have 2 of these boxes?
We'll take 4 boxes.
141.
Done.
How much time?
Right, it's 5 minutes.
We've got 5 minutes to buy
We need to buy some more flowers.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Gentlemen, well done, mate.
Well done. Well done, chap.
That was all right, isn't it? That was
well
all right.
done, team.
No, that was all right.
Get well soon. Hospital.
We don't know if we're going to hospital yet.
After half an hour, both teams have spent £400. But the girls are still struggling to agree on strategy.
Let's just do one thing at a time and let's get on.
Restaurant owner Adeniki wants to target hospitals and funeral homes, but she's been overruled by her project manager.
Get the package, we're selling flowers with ribbons. That's all I'm going to discuss on it.
I see my role in teams that participate in as being the leader. I'm a natural leader. I've always been a leader. I'm a first child. I've always been in a position where I lead people. That's all I know. I don't know how to be a follower.
Nikki, can I just say, look, we've got to work as part of a team, okay?
Yeah,
so sometimes,
I'll tell you what,
Nikki,
let's get on with it. Let's get on with it and have this discussion afterwards. But let's finish here. We're running against time.
Nikki,
I will have this conversation with you, not on our time.
But
come on, Zara. Come on, Zara.
Fine.
The girls don't look too happy. They don't look too happy.
There was a lot of pulling in different directions, okay? There's only one of me, and there's lots of things that I have to think about. What I will say as a team that's going to let us down is when under pressure we become hysterical and stressful. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, my development, in terms of my own personal development, when I see other people get stressed, it affects me. I don't need to feel that today.
We're all going Portobello now.
Tell them to get to the bottom of Portobello Road. Who's that team?
As well as being able to sell on the streets, both teams have been given a pitch at Portobello Market in Notting Hill.
We think we should just go to the market straight.
Perfect. Right, we'll see you at the market.
I want to see a lot of personality when we're selling now, because you're all sexy girls. We've got the punters. We'll do it. This is going to be the fun part.
We're here. It's 114, 115.
So when they said we didn't have anything, we have got nothing. Are you from Pakistan? Anybody to here? Or am I pani chahiye? Or agar aapke paas koi table ho to...
No, you can have water, no problem. I'll have a look inside pani water.
Table, brilliant.
Okay.
Where'd they get a table from? They got a table. Listen. This is not going to work. Standing next to them, they've got a table. They're going to set up and try and sell flowers there. Let them do their flower selling there. I think we should go and do.
Maybe we come back.
We're going to focus on the door-to-door philosophy. We just take all our flowers with us and we can go straight to the...
It's 8:30 a.m. and before a single flower is sold, each team adopts a different strategy.
Here, and it's very close when we come to Maida Vale. No, look, forget Maida Vale, up there.
We can't sell
It's outside Kensington.
It's outside.
Look, this is my manor. I know it.
Wait, all right, just talk to me in the right way and then I'll listen to what you're saying, all right?
Straight up there, what we do is...
Matthew lives nearby and is convinced he knows the best area for door-to-door selling.
And one beyond.
Matthew really needs to watch his tone.
Just a bit
I think he's just excited. That's
I don't
what it is.
care. I don't care.
I think once he gets going, he'll settle down.
I don't care. He's got to watch his tone.
We cannot go into the big council tower houses. I personally think we should be aiming at the what I call the upper middle class, which is going to be up at...
Some of my worst characteristics are I can be very abrasive I don't treat fools gladly. I really don't have time for them. And I think I probably do argue too much.
Look, this is my manor. I can promise you I know this place very well. It was me at the top of Ladbroke Grove.
I will argue even the smaller points with anybody, no matter what the issue, and I can do it to some extent irritating levels. Diplomacy and tact are something I really have to work on a lot more, and I'm sure everyone else could, but particularly me.
Look at that bloke there in the white shirt. He's desperate for a bunch of lilies. Everything we've bought is already in bunches, cellophane wrapped, so we don't have any...
Don't have to worry about
Exactly, so, because we were thinking of spending maybe 50 quid on ribbon, sellotape, cellophane and all that.
The girls are banking on presentation to add value, but that means staying put in the market until the bunches are prepared.
Would you like to buy some flowers, madam? £4.99 for a lovely bunch of lilies? No? For the lovely lady?
No, thank you.
The freshest lilies you'll find in London. We haven't got any customers, so I'll just talk to myself.
I think they've got confused. This is an ordinary street market, but there's no traffic here. The people are local, it's a residential area. The people come here to buy their vegetables. I think they're going to stay here and be disappointed within about 20 minutes.
Yeah, they could go in your bag, maybe? No? All right. Come and get your lilies here. Come on, people of London. What are you playing at? I thought London was a commercial haven of the world.
Okay, who's confident of selling?
Me.
Good day, yeah?
Who's very confident of selling?
Very confident, me. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name's Paul. We've got some rather beautiful...
Having opted for the door-to-door strategy, the boys' success will depend on their one-on-one selling technique.
Yellow lilies, white lilies, mixed bunches.
How much are they?
Are these £7, but we can do them for £5?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
£5 for those 3 flowers. And how much for a nice bunch there?
It's a tenner.
No, it's okay, thanks.
Sure. £5 for a beautiful flower?
No, I know, but I don't need any. It's not a question of need. I know. They'll open and they'll smell beautifully.
Is it the £5 that's tormenting you? We were up at 5 o'clock this morning buying these to sell to a gentleman like you.
Oh. Well, if my girlfriend was around, she would have got them.
Heavens forbid, you've got a girlfriend?
No, it's
and
okay.
you won't buy these for her?
No, it's okay. Cheers. Let a man be. Thanks anyway. Sorry.
£4.
No, it's okay.
I will do you 2 bunches for £5. Just so you can say, OK, I got 2 bunches out of him. Then you can have a bunch for your girlfriend and a bunch for yourself.
Okay, then.
Done.
How would you describe your sales technique?
Desperate. It's nothing clever about my sales pitch. Just please and beg, sympathy, whatever it takes, get them flogged. There's no art, is there, to selling? You know, you have all these gung-ho American videos saying you've got to be like this. You know, you've got to come across every person to their own. Hello, good morning. I'm looking to sell some flowers.
Yeah.
To all the lovely young ladies on this street. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much. You're a wonderful salesman.
Well, I sold to you, so I must be. You buy a bunch, I'll buy you a bunch.
Oh, God.
There you go. That can't be any fairer, can it? If you buy one and I buy you one.
Oh, so it's a sales thing then.
Are you Irish? Yeah. My wife's Irish. Yeah. She's from County Wicklow. What's your boyfriend called? Chris. And what's your name? Eva. Yeah. Are you Polish, Eva? Yeah. My auntie's Polish. So I'm going to cut a good deal with your boyfriend. Tell him you want 2 bunches, not 1. 2 bunches for £8. Done. Are you good at table tennis? When I was your age, I was a champion at table tennis.
Did you win any medals?
Did I win any medals? I never lost any medals. My granddad was a painter and decorator.
Was he?
He painted Buckingham Palace.
Did he?
As the Lord is my witness. Traffic wardens don't get the respect they're due. They don't. Flowers, are we in business? Impress your wives.
Great.
Thank you very, very much.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Hello there. I've got these beautiful flowers here. I'm just wondering if you might be interested in buying some for the house.
Oh, we have territory.
Oh, okay, thank you.
How many you sold, Matt?
0. Well done, mate.
Watch and learn, my man. Watch and learn. I tell you something, I am on fire.
After 2 hours at Portobello Market, The girls have sold 3 bunches of lilies for £7.50.
Get out there, it's nearly 11 o'clock, we've got to travel and everything. Okay, Miranda is in charge of the static team. Miranda, you make your decision. What do you want to do?
I want to leave, but this is... I truly believe it's a waste of time.
Okay.
I truly believe that.
All right, so if you think it's a waste of time, get your flowers.
Yeah.
And
Can I go with the static because I'm just getting demotivated?
No, you can't go with the static team.
We are supposed to be the mobile team. You're changing the strategy.
Listen.
As project leader, you've got to be consistent.
Would you mind?
Hold on. No, I do mind. Guys,
You're
listen.
not consistent, and I am getting annoyed about it.
Adele, hold
There's
on.
no consistency, though.
Adele, can you please listen to me?
Well, at the end of the day, we're not going to achieve our objective by...
Hey, listen. Let's get positive about it. We've got to get this done. Every time I'm doing something, I'm getting a lot of like, you know, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? It's like, guys, I'm giving you direction. I'm telling you to do this. Do it. Full stop.
I've been saying for an hour we need to get moving.
Yeah, but we can't just keep moving.
You have to stay out of that rain for 5 minutes.
Cheers. So sorry, dude. Raj, when you knock on the door, don't say sorry to trouble you. Because we're doing them the favour. Just say hello, sort of as if we've arrived. Look at all this.
If it's 3 for a tenner, you've got a deal. Anybody got a change of 20?
I have indeed.
Yes? Lovely. Thank you very much. 17.
Have a lovely
Thank
day.
you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye then. Thank you very much.
Throughout the morning, with most bunches going at a healthy profit and despite the changeable weather, the boys sell steadily.
For 20 quid?
20 quid. Thank you very much
care of
indeed.
yourself, mate.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Having abandoned the market, the girls take to the high streets of North London in an attempt to kickstart sales.
Come on.
No.
Wait for me to give you the go-ahead to lower.
Okay. What I'm prepared to do is wholesale this for you at less than cost price. Just
Without the permission of her project manager, Miranda decides to dump some stock below cost price on a local shopkeeper.
taking them more. You take care. Have a very good day. Marvellous. We bought the pre-packed flowers for £2.25 and we sold them for £1.60.
That's quite a loss.
Yes. But to be fair, I think at the end of the day, rather than have stock sat in the van, I would rather, even if it is at a loss, have the stock turned into money, which I think is the best plan.
So 2 for a £5, sweetheart. Thank you very much. 2 for £5.
Okay, let's take.
Brilliant. Honest to God, you've got to.
Mid-afternoon in Hampstead High Street, and sales are finally flowing at a good profit.
You're a little darling, thank you so much.
What's that, £2? Look, get that out your purse. There you go. Thank you very much. Sweetheart, I know you just shook your head there. 1 for £2.50.
It's in aid of?
It's in aid of the Covent Garden First Forte selling project. There you go. Thank you very much for your custom. You enjoyed those flowers.
The thing is about the salesmanship. The only saleswoman there is Syra, right? It's not pretty to watch, but it's effective.
Are you from Japan?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to Japan. I went to Tokyo. Oh. Yeah. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, you remember?
Sorry, from Bosnia, no speaking.
Yeah, let me tell you. Are you Assalamu alaikum?
Alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yes.
Flowers.
Yeah.
£2.50. Look how beautiful they are. And I am a Muslim and you are a Muslim.
Yes.
And you will buy from me because we are sisters. You don't get flowers like this in Bosnia, love. Come here.
It's almost physical.
Before you go with your beautiful eyes and your beautiful smile.
It's a bit confrontational in a way, but she's shifting the merchandise.
It's 5:30. The only place in London at 5:30 where it's going to be busy is King's Cross Station because there's going to be commuters. So let's just, as fast as we can, get in and go to King's Cross.
I think Baker Street is probably better.
Should we go to Baker Street?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I say Baker Street.
I think Baker Street is the best nearby.
And literally just go out and grab the customers. This is our last hour now.
Now this is really the last stint. We need to make this as high energy as possible.
Yeah.
We're literally just coming up to King's Cross now.
King's Cross is not a good place to sell. Believe me.
Wow, loads of people.
Fantastic!
No, never lose a sale, never lose a sale.
Our strategy will be we keep the prices high.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir, would you like to buy some flowers for your grandma, for your mum, for your partner, for your boyfriend, for your girlfriend, anything?
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice
take that
evening.
one and have a very lovely journey home.
Sold. Enjoy your evening. Thank you so much.
You are a star. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice doing business with you, sir. Stick it down there.
Can I tempt you into buying a beautiful bunch of flowers for that lovely lady up there that must be your wife? Are you husband and wife? Yeah. Well, there you are. I have a wife as well.
Well, come on then. Where are you going now?
I'm going home.
Yeah, okay, so these look lovely on the mantelpiece. Come on, £5. Oh.
Hi, sir. Can I use some roses? Just £4? Just £4? Just £4. £3?
£3 for these flowers.
Just £2. That's it. Come on. That's giving them away. £2 a bunch.
Please, come on, come on, please. Please, come on, what does it take? Look, she seriously wants the flowers.
What about if we all link arms and we don't let anyone pass?
All right, let's keep going, let's keep going.
You can have this bunch of flowers for £1. £1.
What's our dumping strategy? How do we get rid of these fucking wanker things? I mean, we haven't got that many.
I'm just trying to sell my last bunches of flowers. I've got only a few minutes to sell them. Oh, dear.
You know, everyone's coming out of tubes, going into tubes. We thought that would be fantastic, you know, just swoop in. But we're finding that everyone just wants to get home. They don't want to talk, they don't want to say or do anything, they just want to get home.
£1?
Yeah, I've got 98 there.
I'll take it.
Well, I have to give them to you. I have to. I can't even give them to you.
Sarah, if you can sell that, then I think you can sell anything.
Thank you very much, madam. There you go. Biggest bunch of flowers. Enjoy.
Excellent. We all congratulate our project manager. Well done.
6:30 and the girls sell out first, with half an hour to spare.
We can't have lost money. We've sold all our stock.
We were cheap going.
We've cleared all stock.
7 o'clock in Baker Street and the boys sell out, but only by slashing prices to well below cost.
We've done very well. We've done better than we probably thought we would. I had great fears that we wouldn't clear all our stock. We're not failures on that particular front. We may not have done the best. We may have done the best. I don't know.
Who's got the money? Whoa.
Well done, boys.
Enjoy the receipts.
Have a good rest tonight, and you'll hear the results tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Well done. Well done, mate.
Raj.
Good team effort today, wasn't it?
Tomorrow, in Sir Alan Sugar's boardroom, someone from the losing team will be fired.
Basically, the good things that we found today is that the responses were adaptable.
Like you say, if it wasn't for one person, namely Paul, fucking hell, guys, he was giving it 120%, probably more than anyone else. I think there was faffing at times, and mafia. There was certain times where you wasted our time.
The reality for me as project manager is that if we lose tomorrow, I'm up for a firing.
For me, the fact is you really led the task. And even though that sometimes bordered on being quite dictatorial,
I think that maybe sometimes, just ever so slightly, you've come across as being slightly condescending or patronising, which I know you've got no intention to do.
I was quite disappointed, as you were aware, in the morning, just because things were changing too quickly and sporadically.
As the course of the day progressed, your management skills did come out, and it was much better and improved with the day. And we really were a team.
– 9 a.m. and the candidates head for the boardroom. All 14 have packed their bags. Whoever is fired won't be coming back. In less than an hour, having given up highly paid jobs for the chance to work for Sir Alan, one of them will find out the gamble hasn't paid off.
go through to the boardroom now.
Well, how do you think you did, girls?
I think as a team we performed exceptionally well under the circumstances, under the fact that we had a terrible day in terms of the weather. I think we had a very shaky start, but by the end we had gelled, we were strong, and we were very motivated.
You'll share that view, do you? Yes. Tim, what do you about the boys?
I think myself and my team, we performed admirably in the circumstances. Every single one of the team members pulled their weight, and we remained as one all the way through that.
You all happy with that?
Yeah.
Right, well, let's not keep you in suspense then any longer. Nick, give me the numbers.
Well, first Forte sold out, and from their £500 seed money, they brought home £602. That's a 20% return.
Margaret?
Well, Impact ended up pretty desperately getting rid of the last bunches at Baker Street. But they brought in £865.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Well done. Dignified. Well done.
Chaps, no disrespect. I had a gut feeling that the ladies were going to win. I am very impressed, I've got to tell you. Not a lot of people impress me. I'm going to give the winning side a treat. I've got one of those capsules on the Eye, the London Eye, and I've talked them into allowing us to cater on board with a champagne reception. So you get up there and you look at our great metropolis from up there. And you lot, you're going to have to come back in here. You're going to have to pick two of your colleagues who you think didn't support you on the day. We're going to have to go through things, and one of you eventually is going to get fired. Okay? Well, they seem to celebrate their victory, didn't they?
Yes. I mean, that's a hell of a result.
You know, I would have bet everything I had on the girls winning that one, being flowers, you know. But there you go. They must be great salesmen, that's all I can say. And there's a bit of trouble in that camp.
I think so.
There's a bit of trouble in that camp.
They are psychologically very down now, the girls.
Yeah.
And did you see, they weren't just upset, they were dejected, they were absolutely mortified. I turned around and honestly, it was like a funeral. You've never seen a sorrier mob in your life. Yeah. And all the tasks that we've got, definitely we have the upper hand now.
You can never have too much champagne.
Natural born winners.
And this team is a really good team because we're all good at different things. Exactly. And as long as we play to our strengths but listen to each other, then there's no reason why we can't go into the next task and do well.
Cheers, guys. Congratulations.
Well
Cheers.
Cheers.
To Impact.
To Impact. Impact.
For the losers, a post-mortem. 2 people will then be chosen by the project manager, Syra, to join her in the firing line.
You can go through now.
Right. Was there any negotiations in buying the stuff, or you just go up to the old geezer behind the counter and say to him, I'll have some of those? Was there any negotiation? Who was responsible for that?
I decided to break it into 2 teams because there were 2 very strong opinions the night before when I was laying down the strategy. And so in order to make sure that people worked as a team, I decided that there was one person in the team who had the experience.
Who was that?
That was Miranda. So I decided, right...
You know about market trading, is that right?
Yes.
So why did you sell stuff after 2 hours below cost? That's what I can't understand.
I made a decision on my own that we weren't going to sell the stock entirely. We weren't going to sell out. So rather than just sit on dead stock at the end of the day, I'd rather turn it into money, even if it is at a loss.
But what was the end of the day?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. And there you were, 1 o'clock?
There wasn't enough passing trade for the stock to sell. And I knew that, and in hindsight, I was right, because by 7 o'clock, we'd only just sold out.
The time to cut and run is 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon when it's all over.
Yeah, it was...
I feel an air of panic in there.
We recognise that we made a few mistakes in terms of our purchases of the flowers.
And also because in the morning we had a lot of teething problems getting along with each other.
Are you saying you had differences of opinion then?
Well, yes, we did have our discussions and,
Why didn't you have your strategy defined? The moment I told you in the printing works what was going on, you should have had your strategy worked out then. You shouldn't be bickering about it the next morning when you're out in the field, surely.
I just think that we didn't gel immediately, and as you quite rightly say, we should have. That didn't happen, and as a result, we've suffered.
I think I've heard enough here to have a picture of what's going on, but you are going to have to make a decision about the 2 colleagues that you think didn't help you or didn't contribute enough to this task. Over to you.
And the 2 people that I feel that should stay in the boardroom with me are Adenike and Miranda.
Right. Well, that's your decision. The 4 of you that are not required to stay back in the boardroom, you're free to go. You 3, just step outside into the reception, and I'll call you when I need you.
Interesting thing is Miranda's good sales, but she made a mistake. I don't care what she said.
But this Nikki, she didn't actually talk to us much.
I think actually she was a little bit of a thorn in Sarah's side, actually, in the beginning.
Sarah, Miranda and Adenike now have one final chance to convince Sir Alan not to fire them.
I don't believe that I should be fired because as far as sales go, there's no stronger person, in my opinion, than myself.
Anybody can sell at a loss, though, Anybody can sell at a loss.
No, of course, I appreciate that, but had I not...
I could go out on the street and sell £10 notes for £9 all day long, I can assure you.
But had I not have wholesaled when I did, then we would have sold at a much greater loss at the end of the day.
So what am I supposed to do, applaud you for that? The fact of the matter is they cost you £2.25, didn't they?
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
I've still got a problem with this, Miranda. I've got a problem with why you started to panic. I can only see it as panic. Adenike, come on. What do you got to say? I'll tell you where my problem lies with you, is that my very trusted man here, who I've known for 25 years, he keeps telling me that he don't think you sold a lot.
I was doing most of the sales in Hampstead. As soon as I made the money, yes, I was. I beg to differ.
Sarah was doing most of the sales in Hampstead.
When Rachel
I've been a salesman all my life.
Yes.
OK? I know how much stuff I sold.
I know I sold nothing less than 60 bunches.
Where'd you get the 60 from? Did you just make it up
No, I didn't make it up.
So you reckon you sold about 60?
I know I did. I don't reckon. I know I did.
You know you did?
Yes, I do know I did.
It's taken me to prompt you to actually come up with a number. Sarah, what do you think? The 3 of you are fighting for your existence.
As project manager, I had a clear strategy. That strategy was not followed by these 2 people, and I think...
Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second. Was it not you that was saying to me no more than 10 minutes ago that you allowed some of your team members, because they had more expertise in something, like market trade, to go on and do something themselves?
Yeah, it's all very well to pass the buck.
I'm not passing the buck. I did say that. The strategy...
So is that not sticking to your strategy? You gave them permission not to stick to your strategy, right?
Sir Alan, in the time that we had, and with the headstrong personalities that I had to deal with, I delegated part of that responsibility because I believed that they had the skill to go away and stick to that strategy.
I do also have to say, though, that I know that you're making reference to myself. I do have those skills, and those skills prevailed, and I do feel as I'm being taken for a bit of a scapegoat now because you gave me responsibilities which you weren't confident enough to take on yourself.
Can I just say, in response to that, selling a product at wholesale price to a wholesaler was not a decision made by me.
Adeniki, you're being very quiet here. What's going on?
I suggested we sell at wholesale. Zara did not like that idea.
You can't buy from wholesalers and sell to wholesalers.
I suggested that we call funeral directors in the middle of the night, because they were open 24 hours, to try and get them to step outside their house.
You wanted to ring funeral directors in the middle of the night to get them to step outside on the pavement, buy £60 worth of flowers from you. That was your strategy, was it?
That was one of my strategies. Another suggestion of mine...
Seems to me that you got a lot of suggestions. I think I've heard enough. I've heard enough, ladies. Sarah, I'm convinced you work very, very hard. And I know you're putting a lot of effort selling. Adeniki, I'm concerned that you're questioning the strategy more than actually doing the selling. That's my concern. And Miranda, I can't get my head around losing money. You know, that is bothering me a lot, but I've got to make a decision now. My decision is, Adeniki, you're fired. You other two ladies are lucky. In particular, you talked yourself out of this. That's it. That's the way I saw it, folks. I think she was undermining exactly everything that was agreed. That's the feeling I got. Anyway, done is done. We'll get on to the next one.
I am obviously quite a strong-headed person. I like to get my opinion across, especially when things don't seem quite right. If you're actually fired for not supporting a losing strategy, it's fine. You know, I'm proud of what I've done. I'm proud of all my suggestions. The bottom line is, I have been fired, and that's just the bottom line, and you just have to accept it and move on.
One job, now 13 candidates. Sir Alan's search for his apprentice has begun. Next week.
What's going on, boys?
It's not personal, it's business. Exactly.
Sir Alan sets a new challenge.
Today's task is designing and innovating a product.
I, as project manager, want to take a risk.
The bad news is I'm going to give you the worst consumers in the world, children.
Oh,
limits what we can do.
Fantastic!
This is a trading game with a twist.
Sounds a bit boring to me.
You're reading Sir Alan Sugar's bloody book while we're doing it.
I've been here too many times.
Why didn't you do it? I'm not going to succumb to this real
As the girls seek revenge, who will be the next to go?
They're pointing the finger at you.